Hello and welcome to Upshots SmartShot webinars, better marketing in 15 minutes. Today we're going to be talking about what marketers will like about Facebook's instant personalization. And what's not to like about our presenters? I'm Dave Albert, SVP of Interactive for Upshot.
And I'm Brian Asner. I'm Senior Manager of Innovation and Market Intelligence.
So what can you expect to learn from this webinar? Well, a couple of primary points we're going to focus on is first, understanding the immediate marketing implications of the new Facebook features, and then secondly, understanding the long-term potential of Facebook and how to use it on your own websites. So what is Facebook liking? Well, essentially, to understand Facebook liking, we should look at how Facebook technology has evolved itself. So in stage one, originally liking, which is still true today, gave you the ability that in your news feed, if you saw a comment or something from someone, you could say that you liked it. And then, of course, everybody who looked at that particular comment, who also had that item in their news feed, could see that people liked it and who liked it. And in addition to that, everybody's pretty much aware of Facebook fan pages and brands creating Facebook fan pages, and so you could become a fan of a Facebook fan page. Well, recently, Facebook has changed all that. Fanning a brand is now gone. Now you simply like. So if you've recently logged into your Facebook fan page, maybe one that you administer, you might see that Facebook is giving you a little notification that they replaced the ability to become a fan of a page with the ability to like a page. And this sort of all culminates in one thing, which is the whole concept of just liking things. So continuing on the evolutionary path of Facebook technology, so the examples that we just showed are, resident in Facebook, becoming a fan, liking something in your news feed. Well, in addition to that, Facebook rolled out what's called Facebook Connect. And Facebook Connect allows websites to integrate Facebook functionality into their own website. So the example here that I'm showing is eMusic. If I'm logged into eMusic and then I connect with Facebook Connect, it brings my Facebook profile into eMusic, and then I can say, maybe that I like this album, maybe that would post on my Facebook profile as a status update that I really like the Violator album here. There's other things that you can do with Facebook Connect along those lines, but the whole idea is that it's driving content from other websites back into Facebook. Now, with the new instant personalization, we're really closing the loop here. We're bringing your interest from all over the web via Facebook. So it's not just driving content to Facebook, it's not just looking at content on Facebook in regards to your preferences or the things that you like. It's bringing Facebook functionality to everywhere on the web and then being able to leverage that data. So if you look at this example here, this is from our awesome blog. It's the Upshot blog. And next to every single post, we have the like button. So if I click the like button, it indicates that I like this post. And then my friends who also see this post can see that I like this post. And then over time, as the awesome blog collects data, we may be able to use that data to recommend other types of content based on what our readers like. So if we know that our readers like certain topics, we might be able to, intelligently suggest other topics of interest to them.
But the real potential here is the ability to turn any site into a mini social network. Let's take a look at a few examples of how this works. A good example is the new Levi's online store. Thanks to Facebook Like, visitors can easily compare the popularity of different jean styles, as you can see here. And when they like any of the styles, this action is broadcast on their personal Facebook page, allowing Levi's to drive more traffic back to their site. Better yet, the individual listings for each jean style now show which jeans have been liked by your friends. This is an important component of personalization. It's prioritizing the reviews of people you know over reviews from total strangers. Yelp does a particularly good job of emphasizing this last point. For those that don't know, Yelp is a website that allows users to review and search for local businesses and events. Using Facebook's instant personalization features, Yelp now prioritizes the reviews from your Facebook friends, since you know whether your friends have similar or opposite tastes compared to your own. And of course, liking a business on Yelp adds that business as an interest on your Facebook profile. However, the true power of instant personalization comes from Facebook's ability to share your preferences from Facebook, aka the likes, with trusted partner sites, providing instantly personalized and highly relevant content to users. Pandora, shown here, is doing a great job of this. Pandora is an automated music recommendation service that builds playlists out of artists that are similar to your favorite music. Normally, you tell Pandora what your favorite music is, but instant personalization allows Pandora to automatically tailor a playlist to your music taste based on the bands you've already liked on Facebook, even if you've never used Pandora before. Pandora, in turn, can share this information to provide more customized and more relevant information. For instance, their partnership with Sonic Living can tell you if any bands that you like or might like are playing in town. You can see why customers would appreciate this system. They get recommendations from their peers, which they inherently trust more than traditional advertising claims. But marketers can benefit from this too. Our consumers want personalized and relevant interactions with our brands, and the like button allows us to deliver targeted, customized, valuable messaging and content. In the first week that this was released, over 50,000 sites had already added the like button. That easy to implement. And that was from last week. By now that number has certainly grown. Better yet, Facebook's also rolled this out to brick and mortar retailers as well. The picture here is of the decal that brick and mortar retailers can put in their window, allowing people to like them on Facebook even without logging onto the site. They can do this actually via text message. So how do you implement this on your sites? Well, we can help. Give us a call.
So really what we propose that you ask is, how can you improve your customer's experience if you know more about their interests, desires, and really, what makes them tick? And with the Facebook personalization features, you can really begin to understand your audiences. And so, to take a step back from this, look at personalization as kind of a buzzword on the web. It's been around a long time, the whole idea of creating personalized, relevant experiences, but it's really worked in a silo. So an example of that is, if a customer shops on your website or registers on your website and then, tells you and gives you data over time, so you get things like, their buying habits, shopping patterns, maybe how they use or read your content, maybe what things they review or rate on your website, but it's all sort of self-contained within your website, right? So the only thing that you know about that individual is what they've told you on your website. Well, what Facebook is doing is they're really broadening out the ability to personalize content via the centralized sort of Facebook profile. So they're giving up personalized and preference data across the web into one sort of singular profile, which then can be leveraged in a truly personalized way. So, in addition to being able to use Facebook data to personalize your web experience based on a whole plethora of things that they said they've liked, you can also allow them to connect with their friends who also like similar things and like-minded people, and ultimately just tailor the experience to them. So, as marketers, the one thing that we always have to think about and consider is privacy, right? Overwhelmingly, statistics have proven that consumers want personalized, relevant content. But in the context of this new Facebook technology, the only way they're going to get that is to share their preferences. So, Facebook is very cognizant that privacy is a concern. They've gotten hot water before about rolling things out without considering people's privacy. So what they're doing is, by default, all of these sort of new sharing preferences are off in your profile, and then they're prompting you to turn them on. But we really believe that once people understand the enormous value of personalization and they see that their friends are sharing data and the type of information that you can get from that, most people are going to be willing to make the trade-off and allow that data to be shared. Of course, you're going to have that small percentage of people who are always very privacy conscious, but as a general rule, we think that considering that Facebook has an audience of 400 million users, this is going to be an overwhelming amount of data. And that's it.
We want to encourage everyone to keep in touch with Upshot. You can follow us at our Twitter account for updates on our next SmartShot. The address is up on the screen here. And you can also friend us on Facebook. We also recommend looking at our blog, theawesomeblog.net, for daily content on innovative marketing, applicable technologies, and relevant social trends. This SmartShot presentation will be posted there, as we will continue to track this topic in the future on the blog.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.